Welcome back, everybody. We are Here We Skull.
Hey!
Here we skull. All right, we're starting off the week one with the Thursday night game with the Dallas Cowboys visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, returning Super Bowl champions. We had a final score 31-29. Nathan, what was your key to the Buccaneers Dallas Cowboys game?
Tom Brady. Is it any surprise? It was a beautiful game. I enjoyed it. It was a great way to kick off the week. But Tom Brady.
Good call. Yeah. I'm just saying, Dak surprised me a little bit. I thought he was going to be a little bit more off Dallas in itself. But they surprised. They made it a game. I thought Tampa Bay was going to take it, but good game.
Yeah, I guess Dallas didn't completely fix their defense yet.
No.
Anyway. Hey, next up we got the Eagles versus the Falcons. This is one of these games we had a disagreement on. I think you called. Who did you have winning this game?
I thought the Falcons were going to win. I thought Matty Ice was going to be winning the shootout.
Yeah, I agree. And then that boy Jalen Hurts let him have it, and there was absolutely the opposite of a shootout from the Atlanta sideline. Philly participated in your shootout with you.
Yeah,
I guess. Usually need two to tango, right? So there was a final that week of 6-32. Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right, now we have the matchup of the Steelers at the Bills. Man, I called the Bills to win. Yes, I did. But you know what? I'm still very happy that the Steelers got the win, 23-16. Man, that fourth quarter was amazing.
Man.
That blocked punt, plus those two amazing catches. Well, Claypool had it in the third quarter, but Johnson's catch in the fourth quarter, that bumble in the corner, oh my, got my pressure going.
I mean, I was a little disappointed. I wish they would have got my boy Farmar a little more involved. I did see him on the field a couple plays, but I thought he was going to eat a little more so than he did.
You mean Farmuth?
Farmuth, yeah, whatever the hell is it. What did I say, Farmuth?
Farmar.
Oh, Farmar. I
think that's like a TV character.
I like Fairmuth or something. It sounds like a Lord of the Rings character or something.
Kind of. Lord Firemuth.
Yeah, right.
You know what? We have a sound effect from Mr. Firemuth. Hey, Steeler Nation, if you're watching, let's get it going. Lord Firemuth.
Oh, I like
Let's get it going.
All right, so the Bills came out flat. Didn't look like they wanted much, and that old line looked like they were having a hard time with that Pittsburgh D line. Them boys was eating. I guess Watt didn't need fucking preseason, huh?
I guess not, man. Hey, he proved it. He was still there. He was there for the team. He did his drills.
He did it like a pro.
The hitting.
I like the Watt,
which was a concern, but man, is he back? Man,
I like them Watt brothers.
That defensive player of the year.
They're professionals.
Chopping up like a steak.
Oh. All right, so that's
defensive
enough.
Player of the year, T.J. Watt. Look out!
I mean, I guess it's possible.
Last year.
I guess it's possible.
Got it last year.
I guess it's possible, but I mean, it's hard for. Well,
Aaron Donald, plays every freaking goddamn game. Yeah, you can't win it with Aaron Donald, but come on now.
I mean, you beat Aaron Donald in sacks. It's up there. It's a chance. Somebody flip that 20 spot. They might get it. Watch out for my boy Daniil Hunter. Oh, never mind. My bad. That's a wrap on the Steelers versus the Bills. All right. On to one of the most disappointing. I recorded this actually 2 days ago, but it took me a while to get over it. I looked at the video. The audio was crap, and my mood was crap. And, I don't take L's very well. I always got the purple Kool-Aid glasses on, and when it disappoints me, it hurts. It hurts so bad that it's like it takes me like 2 days to shake it off. I had to break out the incense. In all honesty, had to take some Epsom salt, man. I can't do it, man. Especially with the way it went down.
It kind of kills that "I told you so" moment in some cases.
See, but it don't even be.
It's just more than "I told you so" and the Vikings going undefeated.
They just, man. And then they made the field goal to go to overtime, and I was like, oh my God, did they just get over the hurdle? Good job, Bengals. I was shocked. Good job by Burrow. I didn't expect them to play as well. Their D-line absolutely destroyed our O-line. We were talking about as one of the keys of the game, and obviously they fell short. We had like 12 offensive line penalties, which is amazing.
That tight defense looked a little loose.
Actually, the tight defense looked absolutely amazing, but then they realized that they're just going to throw the ball 400 times. So they decided to get out of their run defense because there wasn't really many run opportunities after a while. They did start pounding it in the second half. I do have a question. I don't know who the Cincinnati Bengals head coach is, but why in the hell would you go for it on 4th down on your 20-yard line and you're only up 2 scores? Now you up 4, okay, by all means, get loose with it, you know what I mean? But you got a whole half to go, and you like, here, take it at the 25. I mean, that turned the game, and from that moment on, it felt like we was coming back into that mug.
What's the phrase? Risk it, no biscuit.
I mean, there's a lot of broke ass mugs in Las Vegas right now living off of that. And, you know, they got a whole bum city out there. Cats that been risking it.
Then 27-24.
Nah.
You know.
It was an ugly game. But all in all, Vikings lost, but we're still in first place. So successful week 1, I guess. Yay.
All right, so we have the 49ers versus the Lions. Almost one of the amazing comebacks for the season. It was only week 1. But the Lions fell short.
I mean, it's the Lions. They always fall short.
Right, but that was an amazing comeback.
It was one I didn't watch. I think I'm going to watch it because I want to see how they look this week. But all I really saw was Deebo Samuel destroy those guys. Like, literally. I didn't see anything else. I just saw he had like a $189 or something. So, shout out to Deebo. Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Talking about the Cardinals and the Titans. Again, one of the most surprising games that happened during week 1. I mean, everyone was hyping up on the Titans. King Henry was supposed to run the table with this old defense, which I said the Cardinals defense was old, but Mr. Jones knocking on that door.
All right, yeah, great job. He almost, or actually tied the Vikings defensive line. So, I mean, that's amazing on your own. Gee, I told you about that D-line. So
3 in the first, I think it was 3 in the first quarter?
Yeah, and the strip sack for the fumble and the touchdown return. That's how you start the game. So, shout out to Chandler Jones. Good job, Cardinals. We'll see you this week. Hopefully, we bust y'all up, but
I don't know. We'll talk about that on our picks.
Word.
All right, we got the Seahawks versus the Colts. That ended with a 28-16 final. The first half actually looked like it was going to be a close game, but then right at the end, Carson started cooking. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, no worries. And then Carson Wentz had a start too, so I didn't think he was going to play, but he's already back. So he came back pretty quick from that injury. So I wonder if that was a real injury or not. But at the end of the day, like you said, let Russ cook. All right, next up, we got the Chargers versus the Washington football team. This ended up being a pretty low-scoring but close game, and the Chargers pull off the W, 20-16. You got anything to say on that one?
Man, Herbert, 437 yards, 47 attempts.
Ooh. I don't know. I don't like Herbert, though, because he stole Rookie of the Year from my boy Jefferson. Unacceptable.
Yeah. You know, but
no, it's not. No, don't talk like it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay.
The Chargers might make a little bit of a statement, but you know,
hey, we see them later, so we can talk about that. We'll deal with that later.
We'll deal with that later.
Right. All right, well, but besides that, good start to the season, and I'm hoping the Washington football team bounces back hard this week and puts a hole in the Giants.
I still think Washington is going to be a top 5 defense for the season.
We'll see. We'll see. Should be interesting.
Moving on to the Jets and the Panthers. Another one of your rookie quarterbacks that you had some hopes for. Mr. Wilson didn't come through with the win. I mean, he did do pretty good, but still lost 19-14.
Yeah, I bought a little bit of the Kool-Aid with the rookies, and with the preseason, they did look pretty good. But you got to remember, they look good against second and third stringers usually. So that's okay. I still got faith. He looked pretty good still. He still made some good throws. Still had a lot of drop balls. But yeah, in the end, Christian McCaffrey, They're going to run that boy into the dirt by week 4, but, we'll see.
Let's see if his legs and ankles hold up.
Hopefully he can keep handling the 30-plus touches.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So, all right. Good luck. I feel bad for you, but good luck. All right, next up, we got the Jags versus the Texans. Now, this one hurt me a little bit because this is, again, one of my rookie quarterbacks I really expected to have a good game.
Trevor Lawrence does look good, but...
when I saw the line, I heard people say, oh, there's a lot of drops, and there were a couple drops out there. But when I watched the game, there was some throws on there that was a little suspect, where I was like, what? So I don't know if there's miscommunication going on right now, or they're just not on the same page. But
I think it's a timing thing because his passes were in the area, but they just were that. Remember, I was saying,
you're right.
They're just hitting their back shoulder, like he's
like
just that
split second behind,
bit, right? Just that little bit off. Instead of leading them with the pass, he was just that little bit behind. Maybe with some more practice time, more game time, and getting in that flow and getting that connection.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. But your boy Tyrod came to play.
The most underrated quarterback in the NFL.
So I watched this game, like I said, and I've always been a Tyrod fan, but I forget. You forget because you don't see him for. Like he
doesn't get a bad rap. He gets those bad situations.
Yeah, it's just some weird things. It's like he's not like Fitzmagic, where it's like he gets a shot everywhere he goes. Right. It's like you just forget about him, and then he comes in, and it's like, oh shit, they've won a couple games now. I forgot.
Like, we're ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, so I think I was impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed. So good job, Houston. They might be all right. I saw a couple signs, Deshaun Who, so. Maybe that's the motivation they need. They tired of hearing about that dude, and they're going to show, like, it wasn't just Deshaun out there winning all them games. We had something to do with it, too. So, should be interesting. We'll see how they do.
Deshaun Watson is not the Texans.
Right, and they started out with that at Dub without him, sitting on the bench. They ain't getting nothing for him yet, so they didn't even need him. So, we'll see. Should be interesting. I want to see how Houston ends up this year. They opened my eyes. We'll see, but it was week 1, so we'll take this with a grain of salt. Yeah.
Next matchup we got here is the Browns at the Chiefs. Man, the Browns had a nice little punch in the face to start off with, but then Pat Mahomes came back and hit his boy Kelsey. My boy Kelsey, my tight end.
Yeah.
I actually drafted him first overall in my draft. He was my first pick. Kelsey, that was the first time I got a tight end, first overall in my round. And I ain't mad.
Nah, that boy Mahomes, he just different. So it's tough. I feel for Cleveland. They almost there. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for them damn Chiefs.
If it wasn't, man, the Browns are the Browns. I mean, things are going to happen to the Browns like things are going to happen to the Browns. I mean, it happens.
I'm not going to do that anymore because since they got Stefanski, it's been a whole new organization. I thought the Jets was going to follow suit, but maybe I'm having too high expectations. But go ahead and bash the Browns for being the Browns, even though they've been whipping ass since last year.
They have been whipping ass. They're still favored to be a Super Bowl contender, even with this loss, because it was still a loss to the Chiefs.
Yeah,
they still think they're gonna.
It was a good
make
game.
A statement. I mean, it was a hell of a game. Just
absolutely
couldn't get over the Chiefs.
Who can though?
Wah wah.
Wah wah. All right, next up we got another disappointing game for me this week. All these rookies, they killed me in my parlay, dude. I was pissed. I was like, man, this is going to be the one. Ain't no one going to see the rookies come in, sweep the parlay, 1,000 to 1 plus money. I was going to get paid off the free money, all these free opening bets on Arizona, and yeah, it wasn't even just one of them. All of them shit the bed, all 3 of them. So, I mean, outside of that, it's a rookie quarterback. Go Dolphins. Tua looked like trash. Jones looked like the better quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
But it looks like Miami has the better team.
Dolphins pulled it out. My call for the upset of the week. I know it wasn't going to be a high game and still pretty close, but I thought that the Dolphins coming into New England.
Tough recipe.
Right.
But, I mean, they did it. Rookie quarterback. So, shout out to the Dolphins. I like Tua, though, but he don't look like he doing nothing, really.
Well, I mean, he is in Miami. They're kind of down and out a bit, too. But Hey, that's on them. We'll see how the season goes. Next game. All right, so we had I would say the upset surprise combo special of the week. We had the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers ready to show the Saints how you win.
Blowout.
Wah, wah, wah.
Man. So is Rodgers
Holding them hostage? I think he's holding them hostage.
Did you see what's his name? Jamarcus Finley? Who was old?
Michael Finley?
You hear what he say?
No, I was about to, but I didn't catch it.
He said, Aaron Rodgers don't look like he got the same work ethic as he used to have no more. Ooh.
He was smiling on the sidelines when they took him out.
On to the next. We got the Broncos versus the Giants. My boy Teddy came out as the top quarterback of the week. Love that boy Teddy. I'm a Broncos fan this year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Two touchdowns.
They got my front office and they got Teddy.
Makes sense.
Teddy two gloves. Get him, Teddy. Hey, Teddy. Hey, Teddy.
Get me singing it now.
You wanna go to my birthday? Shout out to Obadiah. Anyways, all right. So it was a close game, but it was the Giants. Giants were at home. Saquon got hurt again. Surprise, surprise. That didn't take long.
Yeah, Judy got hurt though too. He's out about 4-6 weeks.
I know, man. I had high hopes for Judy. He was lighting up the Vikings in the preseason.
That was a good weapon for Teddy.
Yeah, man. It looked like he didn't need it though. Teddy didn't need it. He all right. 27-30. He's just a smart, gritty, grimy, just got hard, good dude. You see, he made a wide look. Someone said this today, so I'm not going to take credit for it, but it was a good point. It was like Teddy had some rookie receiver move his locker next to him so he could mentor him. And the dude was like, wow, I've never had anyone ever give me any attention like this, let alone mentor it. And dude was like, could you imagine seeing Kirk Cousins do that? And I was like, nah, I couldn't. Nah, I couldn't. Could you?
Kirk Cousins. Does Kirk Cousins even sit with the team, or does he have his own personal locker area with the Frigidaire and PS5 sitting there? So
I mean, but in a way, that nigga, he married, he got a family, he got kids. I don't know, like when they adults,
your job, man. Still your job.
But see, that's the key word there. It's your job. Like, I don't really want to hang out with all the people at my job like that. You know what I mean? Like, I deal with them while I'm at my job. Because I got to deal with them at my job. But do I need to really mentor cats and stuff?
Yes.
Some people look at it that way. And I have seen mentors in the employment field. So you make a valid argument.
It's like, if I love the game of football that much, I want this game to continue. And I want this game to continue to be played well. So I'm going to continue to teach the young buck how to play the game well. So when I'm done playing, and if I'm coaching or whatever, I'm going to have a good product and know I had my legacy or whatever still going to be led on, because that cat is going to do the exact same thing. Once he gets long in the tooth, he can bring in a young buck and just continue that mentality of
that's a good
how
organization.
Football should be played.
That's how it should be. Every rookie should have a vet that takes him under the wings and shows him how to be a professional, as we've heard through the years.
Right. Now, Ben didn't necessarily do that with Mason, and maybe Ben saw something because...
maybe Mason would be good if Ben took him under his wing.
We got the Bears versus the Rams.
The Rams.
Sunday night game.
The Rams.
Brutalized it, man. Aaron Donald.
Hey, I love it, man. I hope they keep Donald in to like week 15.
Yeah.
15.
Matthew Stafford, man. 321 yards and 3 touchdowns. Was that a debut for a new team or what?
Man. But, you know, familiar opponent for him. Coach that will listen to him. I heard him and McVay are getting along like long lost brothers, like missing twins that have just been reunited after
kindred spirits or something like that.
Exactly, right, exactly. So, you know, I'm happy. Why do you say? Because the Vikings are on top of the division because everybody lost in the division somehow. And we only lost by 3 in OT, and everybody else got beat up on a little more so. So we at the top somehow. It don't even make sense. But we'll take it.
The Bengals. Bears lost to the Rams.
Hey.
Packers to the Saints.
Keep going.
Lions to the Niners.
You want to know what's so lovely about that? Everybody else
to the Bengals.
Everybody else had a conference loss. We got that AFC loss, so that's like the last of the tiebreakers. So it's not even a tiebreaker. It's at the end of the end. So shout out to the first place Minnesota Vikings, even though they lost the opener on the road. So, I mean, they ain't lose no ground. I told you this the other day. I think someone going to win the NFC North with what, 7 wins, 8
7
wins?
wins. It's going to be that tough.
I mean, if Rodgers ain't going to play, who going to do it? The Bears want to play Fields, so they going to tank somehow to get Fields in there.
No, the fans are going to call him for Fields, and I think that's going to be
however it happens.
They're going to want him by game 3.
Man, I just want him in there when we play him, so we can hit him in the mouth. Ow! In the mouth. Maybe not, because he can run. So I don't know. We'll see. I haven't seen enough of him yet to say anything about him. But what's with the backup quarterbacks beating all the QBRs of everybody?
On 1 or 2 passes, though. Come on.
Hey, did you see my boy Justin Jefferson was 1 for 1? He's got a perfect QBR according to him. Kirk Cousins said, Nah, bro, you got to keep doing it. It ain't nothing if you did it once.
Do it twice. Is that what you said?
Yeah, do it once is luck. Do it twice. Maybe it wasn't luck, but maybe you tried 400 times. Then it's luck again.
So are you saying JJ's a bust?
No, I said he's wonderful. Rookie of the year got robbed. We got robbed. And I have the pleasure of closing out the week with the game of the week in my eyes. This game. So I had lost every bet on the weekend, and all I had was a little bit of free bets left, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with the Raiders with my 4.5 points. And let's see what happens.
Fucking Raiders, man.
The Raiders. I almost wanted the Ravens to win with that field goal and had the Raiders choke with the Carlson miss, because I feel like Carlson needs to miss from old past
turnovers
memories
in the second half. Jeez,
man, that was a crazy game though. Woo. And then they came back. I didn't think Carr had it in him to get back for that field goal, and then the boy comes in and drives it through.
And Waller and then Edwards in the fourth quarter.
Do you think Carlson was scared to kick that field goal, and that's what took him so long to get out on the field? Because, I mean, you're the kick. You know what's going on, right? You just drove down. Why are you surprised? I get he went to go kick on second down, so maybe in your mind you're like, I got a few more warm-up kicks.
I think he was over at the.
They said he was over there,
over at the far end at the getting the water, the Gatorade.
No, they said he was at the kicking nets. Actually, he was warming up his legs, kicking. Okay. It was just so far, and he didn't.
He was so far down the field that he didn't realize it.
Right,
man.
I don't know. But what an ending. And then
I think that took a little too long, maybe still.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
You think they should have hurried up?
Well, I mean, he didn't start running out until what? 10 seconds? Less than 10 seconds?
Yeah, I agree.
That's a little too. I mean,
that's bad communication.
On a 40-second clock, that's bad communication.
But in a way,
that's coaching right there. That's where you want to question some coaching. Because come on now.
Well, I'll give this defense. It's not like the kicker got a green dot, right? None of them can get a call through the helmet. But the special teams coach is probably next to the head coach. Like, what we gonna do? And if we at this end by the goal line on like the 35 and the kicking nets are on the other side.
The strategy should have been set.
What probably should have happened is the equipment people move the net to the direction you're going in so your kicker doesn't have to run an extra 30 yards.
Maybe.
I mean, if I'm going to point the blame, I guess you could find anybody to point the blame, right. But that's where I'm going. I feel like blaming people I don't know. Let's go with the equipment guys.
There was this bearded dude that was wearing glasses like mine.
Right.
And he was drinking. He had double fisted his beers. So in the fourth quarter, he still had a beer. So what happened was he burped, and that got in Carlson's face, and he had to throw up.
I mean, it's possible. There was a lot of drunk people in the stands from the looks of it.
Yeah, it's fucking Vegas.
Man, they was. I think I want to go. I want to go to one of them games. It didn't seem like a whole Raiders crowd. There was like a lot of Ravens fans in there.
There's a Steelers fan there.
Anyways, to wrap this up, this was a long one. It was a good game. It went to overtime. I figured we should take a long time to recap that one. But all in all, it was a pretty good first opening week.
That was a crazy game.
That was a crazy game. Shout out to the Raiders pulling it off, giving me some money lines to make up for all my weak parlays that lost. And
shout out to Mackenzie at B-Dubs, man. You did an awesome job, girl.
Thanks, Mackenzie. Yeah, them old fashions, the bartender. I'm happy. I was happy. Usually I get the little crushed ice in my old fashioned. I just want to throw my glass at them, but I'm like, still some good bourbon in there. I guess I can drink it.
She came through with the good bourbon in the cube.
Yeah, absolutely. So shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll be there a couple more times, I think, this year. It was pretty good.
Go check it out.
Yep. But all right, that's a wrap on the week's recap.
Here we go.